this your brother. Yep, I'm out here. And yes, I'm on the job. Believe that. But I want to just talk about something because there's a thing called the breaking point. And sometimes we might not think we got that point where we can break. And sometimes things can get piled up, and things can like overwhelm and overcrowd your space. And sometimes, you're carrying this persona, you're carrying this image, and you're being strong for whatever reason that may be. And then there's times that feeling the need, to, step it up, for the sake of others. And so, you choose to take on things, you choose to be strong, depending on what them circumstances is. And then there's some times we don't want nobody, to see us in a certain way that may be for some a sign of weakness. And we can get these impressions and we can misunderstand, we can misrepresent, and as well as like getting mixed feelings with a lot of situations. But there's a breaking point for everybody, and I believe this. There come a time where, that straw that breaks the camel's back, or, that pressed down, shaking together point, and then running over. And that ain't always just in, what we appear to believe to be just a blessing point of, maybe a material wealth, riches, or whatever. But it can get pressed down, shaken together, and come to a point that it overflows because of how we hold in so much, or maybe due to not knowing how to express ourselves or how to deal with circumstances. And so whether we believe it or not, there's something, that awaits every one of us that can break us, and push you to a point where you're forced to release, you're forced to let go. And take, for instance, like, you deal with stuff, you make yourself available and be there for everybody, and then it come a point where it looks like now you need that encouragement or you need that support, and it seems like for some reason you can't get it. Now, I understand behavioral-wise, there are some things that we do and wheel it into position just to have that validation of complaint. Just so we can say, now I'm there for everybody, and now I need somebody, and ain't nobody there for me. There's needs that be met. There's sometimes we just want, and then there are times we need. But that breaking point, and there come a time, you just out of your control, and you just break. That melting pot, that meltdown. That point of contention, or that point of, enough is enough, or, this is where I draw the line. And all your muscles and everything you try to do, whether it's mentally, physically, psychologically, but it's beyond your control, and you just burst. It's like that balloon. You keep filling it up with air, and then it pop. There come a time we can have a popping point, a breaking point. And you know what? It's okay. It's okay. So learning how to let go and let God, learning how to be real with yourself, learning how to know it's okay, to talk about it. It's okay to let somebody else know that you can confide in. Listen, man, this thing is getting beyond my control. Sometimes you just need a moment to just vent. You need a moment to release, and finding that safe place to let go. And you ain't got to feel some kind of way or feel like, you looked upon and you're judged to be weak, or you're judged to be, out of control. Everybody has a breaking point. And some of us, we learn how to deal with things and confront things better than at one time in our life. We probably didn't. But remember, there is a breaking point. Just don't break and lose yourself. Just don't break and give up. Just break, release, let go to build back up better. It ain't the falling down that's always the problem. It's knowing you can get back up, and how you get back up is what makes a difference. So God bless you, and remember, there is a breaking point.